everybody, Steve here for Who Took My Dice Miniature Wargaming. So this is finally the last part of my build I did for that giant building. I said I'd get around the base after I finished my Beast of War stuff. It's done. It's out of the way. So now we're on to the base. So this is probably the first step here. I have, again, more of that green sand on there. That is the base there. I'm just waiting for this to fully dry. And then once that's done, I will put, I'm going to paint it all black, wait for it to dry again. There's a lot of waiting when you do stuff like this. And then we'll get to actually dry brushing it, several different layers of gray, different shades, and then it should all be done. We'll show the whole thing. Again, to go back to that, because it's been a while, I decided to keep it separate for a number of different reasons. One, it makes it easier putting models in the bottom. You can actually move the building off, put the models down, put the building back on without having to maybe knock it around. Also, I can actually use them as two separate pieces if I want to. I can have the building over here, and I have this as, say, when it's done, a square. Also, the building, see the building gets blown up or destroyed or what have you. I can still put this down so we still have a basis for where the terrain is, right? So that's it for this part of it. I'm going to wait for this to dry fully, and then I'll get back to you once it's painted up. So, we'll see you in a bit. Hey, everyone. All right, so here is the base, all painted up and finished. All right. So, it's really, really easy to construct. As I showed with some of the earlier stuff, it's just a board. That board, simple board. Again, to hit back on the whole inexpensive hobby tricks, what I've used here as this walkway, it's simply just cut up cereal boxes. Again, the sand, the paint, all dollar store finds, right? Really easy, really expensive. And so that's it finished. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty cool. Again, I can use that for multiple things. So here's the base I have right here, the building. So we can show you sort of the whole thing together. There we go. Looks a little bit, so it's all sort of connected there. So it finally has its base, right? That looks pretty cool. I like that. I like that. I'm going to throw some pictures up with some models on it. I can also, have the building off to one side, as mentioned before, use this something else. I had a thought of maybe having that giant Space Marine statue from the Honored Imperium set, pop that right in the middle. I think it's sort of a, obviously, dilapidated, dead little Central Park type thing, right? A little square for Marines or whatever force to run across. So there it is. That is the final part of it. The base finally done up. It's the last part of this whole thing. This big mess here that we started about a month ago now, probably a little bit longer. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, there it is, all done. Still have the writing on there. The Orcs was here. The Orcs was here. Mash them humies up good. So there you go. So that is it. That is the final straw. A little dust on this. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. There's the whole series of that. I think this is the 5th part now. Maybe. I can't remember. But yeah, it's the 5th part, I think. And there's the whole finished product. We have the building. We have the base for it. All made out of inexpensive, easily obtained items at dollar stores. Really, the paper obviously is from the walkways from empty cereal boxes, but everything else, the foam board, the paints, the sand, it's all dollar store stuff. So I mean, this whole thing probably cost me altogether, and even the board was from I think it's a backing to some old like storage like a TV stand that we had that I ripped the backing off once we got rid of it because it was wrecked. But yeah, so all this stuff is easy to get your hands on. It's inexpensive. I don't like the word cheap because it makes it sound like it's going to be crappy when you're done. It looks good. I'm happy with it. So guys, try it out for yourself. Go again. This goes back to that video I made a while ago now about if you don't have something to paint that you haven't bought, if you don't have the latest set out, don't be upset. Don't get worried. Don't get discouraged. Go build yourself your own terrain. Keep going. Keep building your hobby. Keep having fun. And there was just one more thing I want to mention. This is probably, it's Thursday, it's probably the last video I will be able to do before school starts. I have to work tomorrow and then the weekend, and Monday's a holiday here in Canada. It's Labor Day. I'll be getting ready to get my kids ready for school. They don't start till Tuesday as well. I'll be getting ready for my second year in college. I will hopefully be able to do a video sometime next week. I'm thinking probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I have some free time between classes, and there won't be any major stuff already handed out. But again, I didn't want to leave everybody on this note of, oh, I'm off to school, see you guys later. I will be working on stuff. I actually have a bunch of ideas already written down. I will be doing another Red Shirt Chronicles. I'll be doing, hopefully somewhere in there, another Tactica on tactical squads. I will also be introducing another one. I don't have a name for it yet. It's going to be really cool. It'll be focusing on certain elements of Warhammer 40,000 that don't get touched on. I'm going to leave that there. Just leave that as a little mystery for you. The other thing is I've decided to do is to, as a sort of a project throughout college the rest of this year, is to do is to add on to my Tyrannic War Veterans. I have Cassius in a squad. Obviously, I'm going to make them bigger. It is a small sort of formation to begin with. But one of the things they can have, especially if I take the formation that they come with, is a Land Raider. And this is where I need your help, because I have absolutely no idea what Land Raider to get. That'll be my sort of my project, working on that Land Raider, building up the force, getting it together, showing how it works, what's so cool about it. And that'll tie into the other thing that I haven't told you fully about yet, because that'll be all tied into it. But this is where I need your help, guys. I don't know which Land Raider to get. Should I get the standard one and have those massive las cannons help take down bigger Tyranids? Should I go for Crusader and just go all out infantry killing with that thing? Because that's what the Tyrannic War Veterans are good at, taking down the small stuff. They can hurt the big stuff too, but with the way they're with just only having Hellfire rounds in their bolters, really good at taking down the small stuff. Or should I go for the Redeemer and those massive heavy flamethrowers? I don't know. I can't make up my mind. So that's what I'm asking you guys for. So in the comments below, give me which one you think I should take of those three, and why. How do you think it'll help my small force of Tyrannic War Veterans squish War Veterans? I can't talk right now. How it'll help my Tyrannic War Veterans take down Tyranids faster or better. All right, so I'm gonna leave you there with that. Finally got the base done. Took a while to let it dry. I had to let the sand dry. Had to let the black paint dry, and then just the different layers of gray. Those went on really easy after. But that's it. I'll see you guys at some point later on, hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday. So until then, I'll see you around and keep rolling those dice. See ya.